Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess, baby. Say it, Pisces. I am the High Priestess. I peep patterns over promises, especially during Mercury retrograde. What? You know, this Mercury retrograde is always rumored to like have repeat energy or like review energy. So sometimes it's people from the past or experiences from the past that you already grew out of or learned from circle back. I noticed that like very low stakes situations of that have already been happening in the shadow period for me. And I wonder if for you too, sometimes the shadow phase hits harder than the actual retrograde. I think it's because Pisces people or highly sensitives are just a little bit more susceptible to the energy shifting as it's shifting. It's like when animals know an earthquake is coming before the human feels it, you know? Yeah, that's what that feels like, is like Pisces people feel the rumble before it's like at the surface. So, well, let's say if you've been experiencing stuff like that, maybe take it as confirmation. Just you are tapped in tune. And if you haven't experienced it, God bless, babe. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective. Highest timelines, highest messages for my High Priestess witches. It's a thundering, cloudy day here. My absolute favorite. I love it so much. Three of Wands, patiently waiting for your ships to arrive, which means like you're going to get on a ship. This is the energy of preparing. Like, I did what I needed to do for this part of the voyage. So Three of Wands is the card that comes after leaving the comfort zone. So if you already left a comfort zone with the intention of like, nothing's going to change if nothing's going to change, so I got to change, you know? This is the energy of, all right, I already left, and now I'm in the eyes wide open phase, the opposite of Eyes Wide Shut, Nicole Kidman, Tom Cruise. You know, it's like my eyes are wide open, my feelers are on, and I'm patiently waiting for the next leg of your tour. You know, I wonder if like, I want to talk about the ships here because it's multiple ships. So you're waiting for the ships to come in. You're not going to go on 3 different ships at the same time. Well, you know, multidimensionally, maybe, yes. But like your physical, this version of you in this reality. So I wonder what ship you're waiting for. Or maybe, I wonder if you even know. And there's anxiety at the bottom of the deck. So maybe the worry is like, this worry could be, are they going to come in? But they're already here, Pisces. Like, they're already visible in the card. It's not like it's an empty marina. They've got literally 1, 2, 3 ships visible here. They just haven't docked. The other energy of this anxiety could be a little bit of pressure on yourself around which ship to choose when they do dock. So some of you already see or sense or feel the boat energy, the opportunity energy coming in, and your pressure might actually rest in like, will I choose the quote unquote right one? Which anyone you choose is the right one, because it's like that's what's meant to happen. That's just my belief. Show me the ships. Damn, come on. Come on. Magician, 8 of Swords at the bottom is crazy. Our mind is barbed wire, babe. Like sometimes I'm like, damn, who hurt you? But I'm saying that playfully because same. Like, damn, the energy of this is so expansive and enlightening. And the ship's magician, it means like you called this magic in. The ship being represented by the magician is, oh, this is what I manifested. So taking some pressure off of if they're coming in, and taking some pressure off of will I choose correctly when they come in, whichever boat you reside in. You know what, that latter statement is for recovering perfectionists, actually. Especially if you're choosing in ways that are outside the familiar patterns of your subconscious or your line or your family or your society or your friends. And then that first boat of people of like, is this going to come in? If this is your first rodeo, maybe second or third rodeo, what I try to do is, you remember an example of previously when you manifested something in your life, maybe without even consciously realizing you did that. I'm going to share one. It's a little controversial. So gird your loins, clutch your pearls. When I was like 28, I was seeing someone at the time who was like one of my greatest teachers, aka that was brutal. And I remember saying to him, this is way before I knew how to manage anxiety. I would just drink through it and do all these other things through it, you know? And I said to him, during a heightened state of anxiety, I really wish we could just have a pause where like the whole world just pauses for a minute so I can catch my breath, because it is constant go and it's like never enough. And I compared it to a snow day. I was like, remember when we were kids and we'd have a snow day and how like it was such a relief. It's like, okay, you get a break now. And everybody had to break, you know? I mean, not my dad because he had to plow, but like generally it was like we all get a break. So this sensitivity, I didn't know this at the time, but the sensitivity of Piscean energy in me liked also knowing that other people were also resting. It helped me to rest knowing other people were resting. It's probably why I live near like no one now. I need to like be in the Zen den. That was when I was 28. And I don't know if you remember, but a few years ago, we did get a global pause. And when that happened, I literally shot back to that moment and was like, holy shit. And I read the other day, sometimes we manifest things and they show, a high priest said this to me. Sometimes we manifest things and they show up, but it's not in the way that you think. And that was a clear moment where I went, I said this out loud and it's happening now, but it's happening in this other way, right? And for anyone who still has PTSD or lost anyone during that time, my heart goes out to you. And as scary as it was, I lived alone, and so it gave me a minute to catch my breath that time. And I'm saying this because I think we abracadabra shit out into the universe before we come into our awakening and awareness of what we're doing and saying. So can you take stock of all of the times you manifested something, said it or thought it or wished for it, and then it came into fruition in your real life, even if you weren't like awakened and seeing and intentional. So if you now are awakened and seeing and intentional with your abracadabra, how could the ship not show up? You know? I think sometimes Three of Wands is a time card, and that is different for everyone. So how I interpret time in tarot is through fire, and which is alignment. So instead of like time, you know, perfect timing, divine timing, it's really what are you willing to allow in? What are you willing to receive? Which sometimes means, what are you willing to do in the face of fear? This is a card of leadership and bravery. So it's different from winning the lotto. Winning the lotto is like, oh, fuck yeah. Like, I just had to spend $3 on a ticket and then I made my return on investment like 1 million fold, you know? Three of Wands, though, is I have to leave a very known circumstance and enter a non-guarantee. Yeah, it's a non-guarantee energy, but it's like in the non-guarantee energy is actually where these like greater opportunities present themselves. And I really believe it's like, if it's not in the way that you want, it's going to be in another way or with a little bit more time. Anyway, Enough of me. You are the magic, babe. Play that. B.O.B. I got the magic in me. So these ships are manifestations, or another interpretation of this is these ships that are coming in for you, they actually could represent the aces. Ooh, babe. So it's either you have a complete altar and now you're just waiting for the ship to, the opportunity, you know, to use them in order to create something. Or the ship that rolls in is one of the aces for you. But it's still like, if it's an ace, it's like, hold on to that ace, collect that ace. Eight of Swords at the bottom, again, just means like the mind and the ego is just not ever gonna organically believe and buy into this. That's why we have to train it. Like, hey, remember when I said, this is another silly one, but in the last few weeks I said, I was like, I wish there was a hip-hop dance class by me, and I wish there was a line dancing dance class by me. So crazy. Within 2 weeks, those things popped up in my gym. I was like, that was crazy. I was like, hey, I'm asking for other bigger stuff. Can that come through now too, please? I'm like, you just pop those dances in so fast. What about these other things? Oh my God, High Priestess. So this is the thing too. Your High Priestess has seen this come to fruition before, and your mind might still be like, I'm scared, or this can't, or I'm not sure. Direct it with her. Let her direct this. Let her maybe coach this, self-soothe this. All right. Show me a little bit more on the Magician. And now it's raining. And the Lover's at the bottom. You got double Mercury energy here. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this Mercury retrograde isn't as tumultuous for people who already know what it's about, you know? You might be watching it like it's a video game versus like getting sucked into the Mercury retrograde nonsense. Justice and the Lovers is like, this is destined. This is karma. You know? This is karma. And you wouldn't even, not that you free will stepped out. So it's like that courage that is required for that is going to be paid off by divine forces here. Justice and the Lovers with this Archangel Gabriel here. Sometimes this means like there are spirits or guides that are also assisting in the ship arrival, you know? This is supposed to happen. And you have a series of ones here. You have the Magician is card 1, and then Justice is 11. So 111 is an indicator of manifestations. 11 is Master Manifestor. 1 is like new beginnings here. Anything else with this Magician and Justice? 8 of Cups. Well, I feel like this happened already. Give me details. 8 of Cups is the departure. Wow, dude, what the fuck? These cards are so good. Claim that. Sunshine. Can you hear the thunder? Imagine Dragons. Okay, 8 of Cups, Sunshine is like I'm moving out of or shifting from one emotional energy to a higher octave of fulfillment, a higher octave of joy. You actually have the sun in both cards because technically that's an eclipse. I'm just noticing this. That's the moon eclipsing the sun. I never noticed that before. Moon is intuition, eclipsing the sun. For some people, if you had to step outside the comfort zone and you've been in a wait zone, a holding period, sometimes that is an integration zone so that your nervous system can actually, first, it might freak the fuck out. So if it's already freaking the fuck out, just know you're in the right place. First, it's going to freak out. And then just like a toddler tantrums, it's going to get tired. And then your nervous system will get to a point where it can't tantrum anymore. And you might feel this wave of, you know what? I don't even care. And it's not that you don't care, it's that you're too tired to have an anxiety reel, you know? Eight of Cups, the Sun, is like, this is actually the way to your fulfillment. This is the way to your highest joy, highest gift. It's the best card in the deck. It's also giving a little freedom energy. The red banner is like big freedom, and it's all because of an action you took. So I think this is like a 1, 2, or 3-step decision process. Anything else on that Eight of Cups? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That's what you want to see. You want to see the devil clarifying some bullshit that you already handled or dealt with. If you haven't yet shifted, right, like stepped outside the comfort zone, but you've been kicking around the idea, this is Spirit being like, when you do, this is the shift, that this is one of the timelines that can occur. Eight of Cups being clarified by the devil is fear. They're chained to the devil. They're chained to whatever restriction, fear, limitation. Conditioning and coding runs so deep, guys. Like I feel like I could run a multi-week class series on how deeply the conditioning goes. So you have to give yourself credit for stepping outside of it, no matter what level of experience you are at stepping outside of fear or familiarity. Tomato, tomato, it's a restriction. Eight of Cups being crossed by the devil. So this looks like freedom. You are entering freedom. The mind just maybe hasn't caught up, you know? Did you drop an I am the High Priestess below? What are you waiting for? All caps, baby. Ooh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Show me the advice for the ships. Advice for the ships. 5 of Wands. That's a training ground. For what? It's also an elevation in your fire. 3 to 5. And there's a jump over the 4. Training ground. Wow, that's nuts. Sun and the moon in the same reading. Okay, I got it. The arrival of the ships, tomato, tomato, one or multiple, is confirmation that your higher self, God, the universe, your spirit team, depending on how tapped into that you are, is confirming this holding period. This whole process really was training ground for you to trust your walk in the dark. Trusting your walk in the dark is not like a one and done. It's literally a, I'm walking in the dark and I'm going to see, and then you see a result that confirms, oh yes, I was supposed to walk in the dark that way. I was supposed to allow my intuition to guide me. And now I have evidence that when I do that, it does work out for me. And there's going to be instances where they have us do this again and again and again. So no matter where you're at on that, no matter where you're at in that sense of like how experienced you are in doing this, what's happening right now is resulting in some sort of manifestation, wish fulfillment that you want. And that's supposed to serve as like pentacle proof confirmation of like, oh shit, when I do that, it works. You know, oh shit, when I trust my intuition, when I walk in the dark, I actually do see, High Priestess. I'm a seer. I don't need no lights, you know? Anything, show me more on this 5 of Wands training. It's moving away from a period or a habit, I don't know. Moving away from a period or a habit of playing it safe. 4 of Pentacles is sometimes playing it safe, holding back. This is like holding back voice, holding back wishes, holding back like, okay, the inside of this holding back is, I don't belong there. So this is also a recalibration of self-worth and belief in what you are capable of, but also like rooms that you deserve to be in simply because you exist, Pisces. There's like an internal something that's like, I'm having a hard time saying it. It's like a block, like I don't belong in that room. I don't belong in that situation. I don't belong in, or like these people wouldn't see value in my skill or my thoughts or my something. It's breaking through that. It's moving away from that energy into a more, no, I'm here to make waves in my life. I'm here to make moves in my life. I'm no longer playing it small. I'm no longer playing it safe. Miss Neptune, hello, ma'am. I wonder if this like playing it safe energy delivers the illusion of cradle. See how her tail is cradling the devil? It's like an illusion of safety, right? So it's very challenging. It's almost like, why would I leave a warm bed to go out into the cold streets? Even though it's like, well, the cold street is actually where your universal Uber is waiting for you to take you to this next level. Six of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Anything else with this? Smash that love button, baby, baby. I love when Neptune enters. She's like, I got something to say. Okay. I'm not bothering you. Tower. Came out sideways on purpose. Is this already happening? Tower, you know, sudden change. It's a switch up, change up in the foundation of like how things are rolling out or who you are. Because this is talking about that comfort zone energy and moving away from that habit or moving away from that familiarity. Tower sideways to me means it's already happening. Or at least for a lot of you, it's already happening. This is when you're the tower. Your choices and decisions, sword energy, that makes you the tower. You know what's interesting too is the devil and the tower being sideways in this reading is like, this isn't a surprise. This is an intentional change. This isn't a shock. This is an intentional movement of the energy. And it's both feminine energy. So there is this like choice inside to Kali Ma this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Kali Ma is the divine feminine of destruction, because feminine energy is creation and destruction, baby. And both are necessary. This is the energy of somebody who's like, I'm intentionally choosing destruction of an old way of being. It's really, it's destroying the free will, because the alignment here is actually major arcana. So it's higher self. To build anew, look at that. Excuse me, Pisces. This is my good luck charm. The threes represent in the Hermetic, in the Kabbalah tree of life, the threes, Binah, represent understanding from wisdom. So it's like you moved from a place of gathering information to it's time to apply. It's time to input it for myself, building anew. Well, it has to do with your internal world, your subconscious, she's a shadow work queen, you know? Queen of Wands also, she is creative and magnetic through aura and vibration. And that only happens when we eliminate the internal fears or internal habits, those neural pathways that keep us in a comfort zone or keep us in familiarity at our own detriment. Okay, so you are like, you're kind of showing up as like you are your own karma. You're like creating your own karma. There's an avoidance of chaos. That's 2 days in a row. Lessons have been completed. The sword is the logic, and it's on the left side. There's really an employment of the feminine energy, and the threes are nurture, mother energy, just like the Empress. Okay, anything else with this? I think done with this. Six of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Tower. Wow, babe, that's nice. Victory and success over this shit, no matter how you slice it. I love that. I love that. I love that. 6-6 is progress forward. And 6 of Wands comes after that fucking 5 of Wands. You know? I feel like I'm making a tarot house. All right, show me This feels very internal. You will see results on the outside, but it's because of internal work, internal decision-making, and internal reflection. 7 of Swords. 7, reflection. Swords, the mind. Internal reflection of like intuitive action being taken. Cool. 6 of Wands for Pisces. Girl. 6 of Wands for Pisces is Hangman. The success is in the surrender to the new perspective. It's really the new way. This is Neptunian energy. Neptune's in retrograde right now. And we got Neptune about to take a nap too. Neptune in retrograde is like pulling the veil back and showing you all of the truth. And I think this is why you chose to disengage from the habit of holding back, or the habit of playing it safe energy. That like cradling that she did with her tail, and the devil is like, oh, it feels warm here, but it's like the warmth is actually an illusion. It's like it's not actually warm. It's like when you get drunk, that feeling of like your thoughts, your brain kind of like turns off. You get that breath for a moment. It's an illusion though, because you like put it to sleep. She's napping. You put it to sleep. It's not actually a moment of breath. It's just like a intentionally induced break, but the break comes with a cost, you know? So this would come with a cost. I think the cost would be sacrificing some sort of opportunity. Let's talk about the opportunity. Wow, brand new beginning. And it's a rebirth for Queen of Cups. Wow. Whoa. This is only bestowed upon people who have done some sort of significant healing work around balancing the subconscious and the conscious mind, in eliminating blocks that prevent them from moving forward. So it's like, if everything's, I think I said this, right? If everything stays the same, everything stays the same. If nothing changes, nothing changes. This is for someone who identified or has been identifying what are small 1% changes I can make to my day that are manageable, sustainable over time, that show the universe I am changing, that shows my subconscious I am changing, so that the subconscious can be prepared for these bigger leaps of faith. 10 of Cups is under that too. Smash the love button for that shit. Claim the hell out of this. Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. This is huge. Not huge like a lotto, but maybe, hey, let's not. But like huge in terms of, it requires so much spiritual fortitude to do this. Do you see what I'm saying? 10, 11, 12, 13, which is 4 cups. Did this come out? Yeah. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, claim it. The Fool and the 10 of Pentacles. I don't know what your 10 of Pentacles is. Health, finances, maybe it is the lotto, babe. I don't know. Got to be in it to win it. But you know that saying, you got to be in it to win it? That's this 3 of Wands. You got to be in it to win it. In it is like inside the outside of the comfort zone. So it's like new gym, new class, new investment, new application for a job, a new industry, new, like it's taking some sort of chance, taking some sort of risk. Is the guarantee there? No. But you know what might happen when you swing up like that? Sometimes you get a boost of energy that actually allows you to do that again, not, without even getting the result. Just like the thrill of taking the risk. Sometimes people experience this when they like skydive or face a fear. They get like this rush of adrenaline, of like high on their own supply, of like, holy shit, look what I just did. I'm going to go out and do something else. It's this energy of like, I can conquer the world. But to get into that frequency, which is so beautiful, we do have to step into some sort of unknown just to show ourselves so we can do it. This opportunity is 10 of Pentacles. So, I don't know, is it generational wealth? Is it abundance? Is it pay raise? Is it a new home, a new house, new community? Is it you building something for others that helps them acquire assets or acquire change or share wisdom? You know, we have the wise elder here. So this could also be like school structures, coaching, courses, things of that nature. The other thing is, if any of that rang true for you, it's this is Uranus energy, and Uranus is doing things differently. It's turning it on its side, right? It's also like Uranus spins on its east and west axis, not its north and south. So it spins on its side in our solar system, the only planet that does that. So there's also an energy here of like you being the only planet that's doing something differently. That could just represent like you and your community or you and your family, the only one doing something like this or this way. Could just be the method through which you are moving, but it's going to yield results. I just posted today, bravery yields blessings. And that is a mantra I have believed in since I sat with ayahuasca. Like, came back from my death experience, like came back to life here, you know, awake. And first thing I said was like, there's never a wrong time to be grateful, and the universe rewards bravery. And like, it is so true. So there's something here about like the bravery is rewarded, but in a practical, realistic, 3D kind of way. Is there anything else you can share about the Ten of Pentacles for Pisces? You don't need as much either when you do this. When you do this thing the way that you're doing it, which seems like it's different for some reason. It's either like opposite of what you were taught or opposite of what someone's encouraging you to do, or it just stands out. Eccentric is the word coming through. You don't need much while doing it this way. There's like less frill and less systems. There's an energy here of like maybe other people doing something like this feel like they need to buy all of the things to make this happen, and you're like, I'm kind of like using a raw experience of this. Like, it's me, myself, and my one way of doing this. It's less things and more authentic self, authentic showing up in that energy. Sun, sun, sun 3 times. 3 suns technically is 3 days. What's today? I'm recording this on the 17th, so 18, 19, 20, 21. Between Friday and Monday, I would expect a ship to show up, or you get the tremblings of the earthquake coming of the ship that's like rolling in. Show me the Ten of Pentacles. This is too many, but they were so aggressive with it. Okay, this wants to stay. Page of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles being clarified by Page of Pentacles. So it's like something that can compound on itself. 10 of Wands, 2 of Swords. Wow, High Priestess, 6 of Cups. Damn. This is the inner child healing that a Queen of Pentacles here did, using intuition to go into the mind to inform the actions. It's against the programming, and it is absolutely expanding emotional growth, mental growth, and spiritual growth here. It's really, the intention looks like career, finance, and health stability. One more for the 10. Oh my God, that was Justice. One more for the 10. 7 of Wands. Wow. And you're protected while you're doing this. This is kind of like if time, go listen, Hootie and the Blowfish, time. But like if time is of the essence or pressure here, 7 of Wands in the Light Seers Tarot it's when God is saying like, you don't actually have to worry about that. That's an external factor that I'm handling, but what I want you to handle is the belief that it's possible, the belief that you belong, the belief that it's coming. And then looking for avenues, looking for roads, looking for opportunities for you to take towards that thing, showing yourself in the universe that you mean it. There's like a little detachment of like the behaviors here. It's like doing the thing to show yourself in the universe. I'm doing this to show you I mean it. not, I'm doing this so that it curates 10 of Pentacles. So like the art of detachment may also be playing a role in the swiftness of this too. Foofy woofy. All right, Pisces, smash the love button for this. 8 of Wands at the bottom of the traditional Rider-Waite. You are going to be catapulted forward. It looks like 1, 2 decisions, and then 4 of Wands. A manifestation comes in. Inner child healing too, especially if this has to do with the healing of the perceived limitations that you received in childhood around the combination of emotions, what's possible, and earthly, materialistic, what's possible. Pisces, there are only 6 spots left for live tarot readings with me in July. After July, we're closing them. You can book with me at the first link in the pinned comment below. I would love to meet you and read for you. Pisces, hold my hands. Take a gentle inhale through your nose. Soft release out through the mouth. And I mean, what do you want to claim? Claim it all, babe. Claim your joy, claim your fulfillment, claim your abundance, claim your ships rolling the F in, rolling in the deep. Adele, what? I love you, Pisces. I'll see you later.